Hey guys, it's me. So I wanted to do a quick, video on this topic. This is from reporter William J. Kelly, hashtag that reporter from Chicago, because I wanted to bring attention to what Brandon Johnson and J.B. Pritzker are all about. They're always talking and crying about democracy, which we know that's the rhetoric of the left. Am I right? They're always, spewing, but democracy, democracy that, democracy this, but they don't really mean it. And again, we're a constitutional republic. We are not a democracy, just to kind of put that out there. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and read his ex post. Today, I was blocked from covering Governor Pritzker and Mayor Johnson's press conference. That's not democracy. Here's the raw video of Governor Pritzker's staff denying me media access to his press conference with Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson this afternoon, for no reason and with no explanation other than I wasn't on the list. I've attended and questioned Governor Pritzker before, and I've been a credentialed reporter in Chicago for more than a decade. This is a textbook First Amendment violation. The governor's staff even threatened to have me thrown out of the building by the state police. And let's be clear. This press conference was staged. It wasn't just about condemning Trump's Border Patrol deployment to Chicago. It was about Pritzker and Johnson surrounding themselves with friendly reporters who would stick to their talking points. Pritzker is planning on a White House run, and he can't have that reporter, hashtag that reporter, asking tough questions. Silencing me is silencing the public. And he's absolutely right. Because this was the same reporter who confronted Lori Lightfoot, who also tried to get his credentials revoked because she didn't like the tough questions. And he asked questions that I think normal people want to know. And he actually gets, I believe, he has, a following on X where, people send him questions and he answers them. They're just legit questions that people have, especially from the people of Chicago. And for these two candidates to be like, no, we don't want to answer his question because they're too hard. I don't like your question. That's stupid. Isn't that the point? We're paying you to be in charge. So aren't you supposed to be beholden to us, to what we want to know? And the fact that you're obfuscating this is ridiculous. So let's go ahead and watch the video so you can get more context to what is really going on. And this is from the DC Shorts. Chicago reporter kicked out of Illinois' governor press conference.
In Illinois, Governor Pritzker and Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson held a press conference about armed troops in Chicago. But behind the scenes, William J. Kelly, the Chicago reporter known for hitting them with the hardest questions, was not allowed to attend.
Nope. Sir, you're not allowed upstairs. You need to step back. You cannot go upstairs.
This is my media credential? So I'm sorry, what are you saying?
You're not allowed upstairs.
Say that again, please?
You're not allowed upstairs.
And why am I not allowed upstairs? So you're going to... Hello, my name is William J. Kelly.
Yes,
I'm a reporter. I'm a credentialed reporter.
But I need you to step away from my screening area.
Okay.
Okay?
You see, I'm doing whatever you say.
Yeah. So you're not allowed upstairs.
And why am I not allowed upstairs?
I was told you cannot go upstairs. Okay?
And why
So
not?
that's my job.
I'm a credentialed reporter in the city of Chicago. I'm going to have to talk to somebody from the press office. Could you, if you would, please.
There you go.
All right. Hi.
Hey, we're with the governor's office. You're
Yes.
not on our press list.
Well,
we're
I'm
not gonna
sorry.
be able
I'm
to
sorry,
have
but I am a credentialed member of the press.
We're unfortunately not going to be able to have you. I'm sorry.
And your name is?
We're not going to be able to have you. We're with the governor's office.
You're with the governor's office, and you don't want to show me your press credential or your governor's. So why would I not be allowed to attend the press
Okay,
conference?
so, sir, at this point,
Why would I not be allowed to?
at this point, you're not allowed up. So I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the building.
But
now.
why am I not allowed up?
Okay,
I'm a
you're
member
not
of the
on
press.
list. You're not on the list. So we're not gonna go in the back and forth. This is state building. Now the Illinois State Police is telling you have to leave the building.
Okay. All right. Well, I always obey law enforcement, but I'm surprised that you're not familiar with the First Amendment. It's called the freedom of speech.
You're not on the list. So again,
I'm not
you
on
have
the
to
list.
ask- yes,
Also
you have to
freedom of
ask-
But Marianne Ahern is on the list.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you. Well, That's rough. I'm a credentialed member of the media, and they're telling me that I'm not allowed to attend Governor Pritzker's press conference on President Trump's deployment of ICE here in the city of Chicago, despite the fact that Governor Pritzker had no problem deploying ICE, or excuse me, the National Guard during the DNC. I'm a little shaken up right now. My First Amendment rights were just violated here in the city of Chicago, the city that I was born and raised in, the city that I love with all of my heart. And I've been told that I'm not allowed to attend this press conference. It's a violation of my First Amendment rights. It's actually preventing me from doing my job as a reporter, as a credentialed reporter in the city of Chicago. I'm standing on a public sidewalk right now. I don't know if they're going to shoot me or what they're going to do to me now. But I will say this. This does deserve some kind of a response. I'm not 100% sure what it is, but please let me know what you think should be the legal response to this. Reporter WilliamJKelly.com. You can't make this stuff up, and why would you want to?
So you heard what he was saying. So it's a violation of the freedom of press. He has every right to, even as just a citizen, a United States citizen, he has a right to question our leadership. So the fact that he is a journalist, he has a right to also question them. He has a right to be there. What's funny is that if this was a Republican who was kicking out somebody like recently when Trump had kicked out, some of the members of the press, oh my God, the left went crazy. They were just like, oh my God, democracy. Oh, he's going against the Constitution. They have a First Amendment right, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, but they do it as well. So it's funny to me how these are the same people that are complaining about what Trump does, but they're doing it first. They've done it all the time. They always try to shut down any questions that they don't like. So like the fact that this guy's probably going to go in there and ask them about the murders that are happening in Chicago, the crime rate, the fact that Antifa is going out there and threatening ICE, the fact that there was people arrested who were carrying guns, people that were wielding knives that were threatening ICE. Also, the Antifa person who threatened Nick, I think it was Nick Shirley, as well, saying that they were going to smoke them. I'm pretty sure he was going to ask all these questions like, how is this making people safer? You're saying Chicago is safe. You're saying Illinois is safe, and we don't need, the troops, and we don't need ICE there, but you have all this. Not to mention, just recently, and I believe it was yesterday, if not earlier today, it was, I think yesterday, because I did a video on it, in regards to TDA, when ICE went in over there by Lakeshore, or South Shore, I think it was called. South Shore Drive, yeah, that's right. And they went in and they arrested all these TDA members. I didn't even know that they were in Illinois, which is really crazy to know that they're in Chicago. Like, I feel very worried and scared for people I know that live in Chicago. It's bad enough you had MS-13 there, and it's bad enough we have our normal gangs there, but at least most of our gang members, they will protect their community. But when you have people from other countries that don't live there, that have no stake in the game, they're not going to care. They're going to just go ahead and attack and take whatever they want. And it's ridiculous that you have an incompetent mayor and an incompetent governor coming in telling you nothing to see here, folks. Don't believe what you're seeing with your eyes. Cover your ears. Don't believe what you're hearing. But we all know this. If y'all live in Chicago, comment below and let me know. Do you see anything? Do you live daily in a violent area? I know when I used to reside in Chicago, I lived in the back of the yards, and it wasn't a safe neighborhood. We knew about gunfire and stuff like that. It's crazy to know that these people are constantly trying to say that there's no violence happening or no like murders, no gangs, no nothing. It's super safe. Chicago is the safest city in the world, and it's like it's not. I don't know who they're lying to, but it's not. Just because they live in Bucktown or Boys Town, in those rich neighborhoods that are safe, it's not the same as you going into the hood. and they should know better. So they need to stop lying. And this is proof, okay, mind you, people. I just want to say this before I let you guys go. Chicago has been voting blue for over 100 years. Okay, let that sink in for a moment. 100 years, blue. Has anything changed? Has your life gotten better? Has the city gotten better? You know, when I went to go visit family in a different state, in the state of Texas, and when I was coming back from Texas, and I took the Amtrak, and when I was driving in, I was like, wow, did the city always look this gross? Like smoggy and dirty, and did it always stink? Like, what? I was tripping because I didn't believe that. I was just like, I couldn't believe it because you're so used to it that you don't even recognize it. And when you leave and you go to an area that's cleaner, that has good air, that, you know, the environment's better, and then you come back to that, you're just like blown away about how it really looks different. You know, so that's just my thought. You know, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think his First Amendment right was being, you know, like stopped by Governor Pritzker and Mayor Johnson? Let me know your thoughts about them. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a good one. Bye.